Howdy, folks. How are we doing, chat? I feel lower down than usual. I can hear myself as well. Fuck me. There we go. Jesus Christ, what a butt start. Okay, I'm not lower down than usual. The chair has not moved. It just feels lower. How are we doing? How are we doing Lenori? How are we doing Trin? How are we doing Derp? How are we doing Amd? Are we all doing good? Are we vibing? Buenos dias, pendejos? I don't know what that word means. It could mean anything. I could have just said anything. Today has been a horrible day. Why was today horrible, Lenori? What went on? What's up? What's up with today? You went to the doctor? Have you got another manky toe? Have you got another... got another manky toe? He referred you to the surgeon? Is that for the toe again? Is it a toe thing? Am I right in thinking... Wait, you're gonna lose a toenail? I had a toenail come off once when I was younger, because I'd lifted it up. Ugh. Oh, the thought of it now does make me ugh. But yeah, I'd lifted it up. It's a toe thing. Classic Lenori with them toes. That's a certified Lenori classic right there. Toe problems. If that happens, I'll have no toenail on either of my big toes. Wait, are you telling me the toenail's not growing back on your other big toe? Is that what you're saying? The toenail's not growing back? Because that's weird. Because mine grew back. It doesn't take that long. When my toenail went, the other one was already through. It was already there. 99 problems and the toes are one of them. Can I get a referral too? I cut one of mine too short and it might be getting ingrown. I don't like the sound of that derp. That sounds nasty. Nasty. Fuck. Guys, God. Do I just does this channel just attract people with gross toes? FNAF King's having a great time in here, you know? So much foot content. FNAF like, oh, talk about the toes more. Oh. Your toes are fine, Fiven. You're like the, you're just different. So different. You're the outlier in this chat. Everyone else, fuck toes. So hard right now. Thank you for that input, FNAF King. How you doing? Are you doing good? Well, of course you are. We've just been talking about toes. That'll do you for a bit, won't it? That'll tide you over. That'll make you happy. There's no chat on screen. I don't know why there isn't, Lenori. That's not on my end. It'll be an issue with the fucking chat again. Sometimes it breaks, and then I have to fix it. Let me see if I can fix it. Oh, it should be there. It should be there. Don't know why it's not, but it's not there. It should be there. It looked like it should be there. I have bad feet, but I do a sport where the feet get mangled and run ragged. Ooh. Feet getting mangled in fencing? How did they get mangled in fencing, Dirt? Oh look, there's a chat. We've got one there. Oh my god, it's Danganronpa. Danganronpa. What happened last episode? Oh, we had a double murder. Nothing. I mean, Fiven, you can't say nothing. We literally found a double murder last episode. That's where we finished off, though. So 2 people have been murdered. We've got 2 dead bodies on the go. So Hifumi was found dead. As was Taka. So we've got 2 dead boys. You saw a meme earlier that reminded you of Lenore. What was the meme? Loads of calluses, nails can come off from being hit. Or you slamming your toes into the front of your shoes. Ugh. I mean, calluses are normal in like anything, right? If you use a certain part of your body a lot, like, you know, hands get calloused when you play guitar. Calluses are quite normal with a lot of hobbies, I feel like. Obviously, they're not the prettiest things ever. Say it to me in Discord. Is it stream appropriate? Oh, great. This is the meme Fiven has sent me. Lonori, what is your feelings about the people from Avatar, out of interest? It's come to my attention recently that some women think Jake Sully from Avatar is sexy. I don't get it. I don't get it. Sometimes I can look at a guy and go, I can understand why a woman would be into that. Jake Sully, no. I don't get it. I don't get it. He's boring as fuck. He is in a sci-fi franchise. That story is not that interesting, and he's not an interesting character. He's quite a generic character. You know, there's nothing really interesting going on with him. But I don't know. I think if I was to go rough about a character, they've got to be well written. They've got to be well written. You know, like Jake Sully. I don't think he's fine either, to be honest. Please tell me it's not just me. Please tell me someone else in this chat gets, you know, has the same take. That's just you. Wait, is everyone else into Jake Sully? Everyone else loves Jake Sully? There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice Hammers have been designed using these as a model? There's some missing, you fucking loon. Either way, all the hammers here have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait, for some reason this one hammer isn't dirty at all. And it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Don't want to shag Jake Sully, but I'm not going to say people shouldn't want to. I can't say I get it. They don't have to be well written to be hot. I feel for me to appreciate something enough to like be like, this character would, it has to be well written for me. Otherwise I just don't want to interact with it. I say that. I've got a guilty pleasure in Gantz, which I don't think is well written. But I'm not going around going, this character fucking would. With any of the characters from Gantz. Let's have a look at Taka's body. Taka, he'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? There was a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way, there won't be any blood left behind when the body was moved. You've written fanfics about characters you'd never seen in the original media? That's weird to me. I thought fanfics were usually written by people who were, you know, fans of the things the characters are from. Because otherwise, how would you know how the character's meant to be? Lenori's just a freak. Thank you for clarifying the situation, Fiven. You gather it from fanfics, but if everyone else who's writing fanfics doesn't watch the original media or interact with the original media, it's like a circle jerk. They're all just writing, coming up with shit. Hifumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here, the repository, all the way from the first floor to the third, and all without anyone noticing it? How the hell? It's no good. I just don't get it. Can think about it later. For now, I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Oh, wait, something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. They've put a bomb in the stomach! Holy shit, everyone, get back! Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's right, his glasses. When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that? And why? Because they wear glasses? Byakuya. Depends on what though. I definitely write about characters I've literally watched character analysis videos for. Fanon, the fan canon. Hit Fanon for the amount of people that think Fanon is canon. I have not... You know what? This Fanon idea is completely new to me because I am someone who has never interacted with fan fiction. I just interact with the media itself. Is there anything else in this room other than the people? It's like when the fandom accepts that something is a certain way. What about when you go to Reddit to argue with other nerds? That's not about the canon, though. That's more critiquing things a lot of the time. I like to argue with people who like things that I don't think are good. Because, you know when you get right, you know when someone posts on a certain subreddit, say, just for an example, I'll use Berserk, right? Someone writes on the Berserk subreddit, should I read this? It's an echo chamber. Everyone is going to say yes. Everyone is going to say yes. So I like to go to subreddits of things I've just read and didn't like and say no. To be the one person who goes, no, I don't think this is that good. You shouldn't waste your time on it. Because if someone needs to say it. No, that's not weird, right? That's not weird because loads of people do the dumb thing of going to the fandom subreddit for something and going, should I read this? That's a mistake. You're not going to get an equal opinion there. Everyone who's going to be there is going to go, yeah. You say it's weird doing that, but it's providing a balanced argument. No, it's not. It's not karma farming because I usually get downvoted to shit. I've got some real negative karma recently on Reddit. Oh, that shit is just karma farming, not you, them. Yeah, that is true, I guess, for some cases. There will be some people genuinely out there saying, should I read this? And it's fucking stupid. Hey, Makoto? I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Hifumi and Taka's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. When we came right to the repository to, look around. When we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way anyone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. Like Tim Drake being addicted to coffee while he canonically doesn't drink caffeine. This type of shit I hate about Fanon. Who the fuck is Tim Drake? The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there. But I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. I did not know Tim Drake was Robin, like the third Robin. Byakuya, do you think Hero really did it? Don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And last thing Ifumi said when he died... Yeah, he said Hero's name. In other words... Then there is no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. It's a northern accent, Lenore? From Barnsley, exactly. Dirk recognises it. Because he's the fool of the century, you see? I mean, he is kind of dumb, but do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. What? That it? And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no. There are a few other things. I thought you were already Northern. Whoa. We've got to explain this, Laurie. Right. Lenore, we've got to explain this. So, I'm going to pull this up. So, you've got a lot of different... Oh, fuck, it just... There we go. Right, you've got a lot of different accents in the UK, right? There's a lot of different accents in the UK. So there is... We've got Caithness, we've got... These are all Scotland, so Scotland ends round here. So in Scotland alone, you've got a lot of different... Well, these are dialects. Blue accents, best accents? No. You can break Yorkshire ones down even more. There is probably more than just that in Yorkshire, to be fair. Because Leeds kind of has its own thing going on. Up here probably doesn't sound anything like down here. But like, there's a lot of accents in the UK. Like, you can go one town over in the UK and they sound different, and you can tell. It's insane how many accents we've got in the UK compared to, like, you know, other places. You can pick the towns in West Yorkshire if you know them well enough. Yeah. I thought they'd at least sound more similar if they were close. No. I mean, look. Wigan's a city. It's got its own accent. Hull's a city. It's got its own accent. Cockney's like a small part of London that has its own accent. I mean, London dialects. There's multiple dialects in London. Multiple different accents coming out of London. Where else stands out? Skye. Skye's quite small, isn't it? Skye's just an island, unless this entire thing is the Skye accent. But Skye's like a real small island. Derry. There's a lot of different accents in the UK. You guess you have a Sussex accent? Yeah, probably. Probably something like that. One London dialect, which is the only one I know, I actually think is vile. Roadman. Right, people say the Roadman accent. It's not really an accent. It's the way they talk. You could argue it's a dialect because a dialect is the way different people talk to each other. Like dialects are more to do with in a certain area. Maybe they've got a certain word for a certain thing. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like different areas of the UK. So when you ride on someone's stump pegs on a BMX, you hitch a ride. Different places in the UK call that a different thing, and that would be due to their dialect. I would say Roadman's more a dialect than an accent. It's kind of I guess a fabrication in a way, because it's only recent that's been a thing. West Yorkshire Leeds accent naturally, but I sound more southern after living in Oz for over a decade. It's interesting how accents come about, to be fair. Like my dad grew up in Newcastle, but he never sounded Geordie, but his brother does. It's really weird. Really weird. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people? What? Because all the rules say is, if you can kill someone and get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out. I see. Hold on. Perhaps. I see. So that's what that means. Is everything okay? That's enough. Don't talk to me as if we're friends. Huh? What's with that attitude? But you have my appreciation. Bye. Thanks to you. Might have some fun with this after all. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. Talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? Well, there's 2 possibilities here. We're either looking at a double murder. Oh, no. Yeah, no. We're looking at a double murder, or they were both killed by different people in the same suit. So we didn't have an accomplice. Because, think about it, right? The accomplice wouldn't get any credit. What if they worked together to kill 2 people and make it look like the same person? So that they both get credit. And people will think it's just one person. That'd be smart, wouldn't it? That'd be smart. I sent you a DM with something everyone has a different name for in the UK. It's not fucking bread, is it? It's not like a... Oh, no, I knew you were going to do this to me. I knew you were going to do this to me. Oh. Alright. What do you guys call these? What do you guys call these? Around the UK, different places call these different things. Bread tits, bread bun. You'd call it a bun? Well, that depends. Oh, here we go. The fucking Scots about to break out some fucking law. You call it baps. Interesting. Bread roll. I use a lot of different phrases for them, to be fair. There we go. Roll is the correct name. Baps is slang for tits for our group. It is for me as well. Oh, them baps. Oh. You'd like to go with bap? I'd go with a roll. I'd go with a bun. Yeah. I don't like Cobb. Don't agree with Cobb. That's a Midlands thing, I think. When I went to uni, a lot of people said Cobb, and I'm like, no, I don't know why you're calling it a Cobb. It's made of bread. Just call it bread something. This might be a softie. What the fuck do you mean this might be a softie? Even heard of tea cake? Yeah, I've heard of bread cake. I've heard of bread cake. Roll is standard and going to be understood everywhere. A softie is a specific type of bun / roll. In Dutch, you just have one word for it. That's the better way to be. Yeah, in the UK, the people will have arguments over what this is called. This is like the most diplomatic chat I've seen discussing this. Because at uni, this got brought up so many times, and blood was spilled. It was cutthroat. Bread cake or bun is what you usually hear in Yorkshire. There's other words, but I think that's the standard. My grandpa would say Kazegia. I butchered that. I'm not even going to try and make it better. Google a well-fired roll. You want me to Google a well-fired roll? Let's have a look. What the mate, that's fucking burnt. Why the fuck are you eating that? They're burnt. Why are you eating that? Like, you know, you could just eat not burnt food, right? Did Scotland know this? Scotland, I've got news for you. Your bread buns look like this. The majority of people's look like that. You don't have to eat burnt ones. Now Google an Aberdeen roll. Is that a sex thing? Oh. Saw this woman the other night. She gave me an Aberdeen roll. What the fuck is one of those? This is an Aberdeen roll. This is the same. Well, they deep fry pizzas. They deep fry pizzas. That looks nice, honestly. Lava bread. I think I've heard of that one. Right, I'm gonna flash this on the screen and then it's going because it actually looks minging and I could vomit. Right, 3, 2, 1. You've seen it. That is minging. It's going. It's off my screen. I can't look at that shit. Actually looks vile. What the fuck is that shit, Hugh? What is that shit? There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. So then, would you like my help? Is she like a hint system for this one? I guess. It's cooked seaweed. The Welsh will grow food in the UK. Honestly, that lava bread looked like something you'd get on fucking Scrandle. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. Don't see any way to lock it from the art room. Door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder, were they sorting the bodies out when we were outside? Hina and Sakura confirmed that the door was locked when we started looking for the missing bodies, and the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone would have to be the fucking murderer. Well done, dipshit. The true Scottish and English divide is pancakes. What's up with pancakes? Do I have to take Sakura's hint? Really scared, so we stuck together. You know, we've talked about this. Door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There must be some hidden clue in there somewhere. Yeah, the killer was in the room, you fucknut. Meh, English pancakes slap, Fiven. What's a Scottish pancake? Is it where you take a shit on someone's chest? Sorry, I'm on one today. Sorry. Oh, you just on about Scotch pancakes? Oh, no, I know Scotch pancakes. Scotch pancakes are fucking good, man. They're good. Sorry. I was thinking of country pancakes, you know. Cow pat. What are Dutch pancakes? Does everywhere have its own pancakes? Oh, Dutch pancakes do look nice. I love a crepe. I am a slut for a crepe. Like, what kind of pancakes does everyone here prefer? Do you guys like thin pancakes, or do you like an American pancake? American pancakes are too much for me. I find them too much batter, if I'm honest. You like Scotch? Scotch pancakes are all right. Like for breakfast, you know, just for an easy breakfast, I don't mind a Scotch pancake. But I am much more a crepe guy. I don't like that super fluffy American shit. Nah. Nah, I want a crepe, man. I love a good crepe that you can roll up and... Do we have to take Sakura's hint? Because it feels like... Surveillance camera, I don't have time to be staring at it. It feels like that's a hint system, but... Ah, the trolley. It's a dolly, it doesn't have a handle. Saw this in the art room before, I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait! Wasn't this in the equipment room where we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository? What's the explanation for that? There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe we should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office, where Hifumi was found. Then the equipment room, where Taka was found. I'm gaming. Used to eat crepes with brown sauce. What the fuck is wrong with you? Get help. Brown sauce is what it says on the tin. It's brown sauce. It is... That is literally what it's called. It's honestly, I've never really had it, but in ingredients, it's not dissimilar to ketchup. They're very similar in ingredients. It's a vinegar-based sauce. It's just like a condiment you'd find on the table in the UK. No, it's not. It's not something you put on a pancake. That's the big issue here. It's something people would maybe put on a bacon or sausage sandwich instead of ketchup, if they were so inclined. Brown sauce is what an ice cream loving lactose intolerant person makes. You've upset me with that one, Amd. Can't believe you'd say that. Oh, what's everyone's thoughts on savoury pancakes? Do you prefer a savoury or sweet pancake? You prefer sweet? Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. You prefer sweet? Sometimes savoury can be nice. See, I don't like the idea of a savoury pancake. I can't lie. Don't like the idea of a savoury pancake. But I have had the classic American thing of waffles, maple syrup, and chicken, and bacon. I don't know if I had bacon. I had chicken, like battered chicken. But you know, the idea of a pancake, savoury pancake, is odd to me. Powdered sugar and stroop. Oh yeah, that sounds good. Stroop. Some kind of tire marks going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms were on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Bacon with sweet stuff, yes. Chicken, no. Honestly, battered chicken with waffle and maple syrup was quite nice when I had it, but it was some years ago now. Even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Hifumi? Hifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with a dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. This tarp, I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently too. You have, you fucking idiot. Come on. You won't connect the dots, what a fucking prick. That hurts.
I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed. I missed such an ultimately rare event.
She's a bit crazy. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, you know what I've got right here? I've got some sweets on my desk right now. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Got some white chocolate and raspberry, like, chocolate balls with, like, licorice in the center. It's, like, raspberry flavored licorice. It's quite nice. Quite nice. My girlfriend got me them. They're pretty good. Want some mushies? What, mushy peas? I don't like peas. Not a big fan of peas. I just find them a bit meh as a vegetable. I'm not big on the taste. Stroop is thicker and tastes different. Is Stroop what Stroop waffles taste of? Can't stand mushies? I don't like the taste of peas, so I've never had mushy peas. I probably wouldn't like the texture anyway, but I definitely wouldn't like the flavour. Yeah, I'd say actual Dutch stroopwafels when Bomber brought me some. They were definitely more like treacle than what the street waffles we get here are like. If you bought street waffles in the like a British supermarket, they would taste of cinnamon and of caramel in the middle. Actual street waffles are a little bit different to that. They're not miles apart, but they're definitely different. They don't taste of cinnamon. Don't think they taste like soup. Stroop. You love street waffles? Actual Dutch ones, Hugh? Or are you referring to ones you've got from the UK, like a supermarket in the UK? Because they're very different from what I've experienced. I say very different. Not miles apart, but noticeably different. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi? Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Yeah. Yeah, the flavor, like texture-wise, same. Flavor-wise, you could like one or not the other, I would argue. A refrigerator? I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. It's full of piss. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. Doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. Simply going around seeing if Hero might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. Main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumu's body. How Hifumi was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, mate, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It seems so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... Can't think of it as anything less than impossible. I haven't really found anything in here. Yeah, I feel like there should be more in here, but... There has to be a way that they could get Hifumi upstairs. I feel like there's got to be a lift or something. Oh, what about the bin? That's going to have a blood packet in, because the blood that it was covered in down here, I don't think was real blood. It's just a normal trash can. Oh, wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. It's got some kind of cartoon character on it. But it's also covered in blood. Maybe I'm wrong. Did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can.
Huh?
What about magic? Do you think we just got him up there by magic? That could have happened. I mean, I was thinking this game was based on realism, but maybe I'm wrong. A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. Who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either. But I think it might be important. That's crazy, dog. So this is where you are. I've been looking for you. You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not like you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You go to Hero's room. Oh, let me give you this. In the dining hall. This is what Hero wrote to get us all to meet up, right? Oh, that was me. My bad. You remember well.
Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
Clear now.
Anyway, this makes it all clear, right? This is a trap.
What is?
Things grew ever more exciting.
Well, what are you talking about?
I've already repaid my debt. Don't you owe you any more explanation?
Goodbye.
Goodbye, mate.
So he said go to Hero's room, but what's waiting for me there?
Another body. Your dog. Wouldn't that be sick if it was a triple murder? Triple homicide. Hero like this. He should have sent us a meet me in my bedroom note with a little winky face. That's what his plan was. I am actually going to go for a quick break, because your boy needs a piss already today, man. Already need a piss, so I'm going to have to go for a quick break. I'll go for a piss, and then we'll enter Hero's room and do some more investigating. But I gotta go piss break. Early wank this time. No! No! No. It's a piss, man. I don't know why. I think I've drank a lot of water today, to be fair. So, I'll be right back.
Oh, he's back! No way!
I'm back. That's right. That's right, bitch. We're back. And we're investigating this Yasuhiro guy.
The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byaku, you did say to go look. Might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. What the fuck? He's dead!
No? Oh, maybe not. Alright, guess I'll die. Oh no. I've got some rhubarb and custard sweets and they all seem to have cooked together already. A little bit. Oh no.
This is Hero's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where do you even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there is something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and something's made out of, looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hero's room? But wait, these blueprints, something about them bothers me.
These have been planted. Those have been planted. It being Hero would be too easy, wouldn't it? So we can tell someone's planted it. He could be dead in his bathroom yet.
It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy though. How does a bathroom even get this dirty?
Is there just the one thing in here? It seems like it, doesn't it? You found it weird, the bed's in the middle of the room. The bed's got a chair behind it. That is weird, yeah. That is weird. The fact that there's a chair here as well, I don't know. This would feel a bit claustrophobic. You need some open space for a chair. how do you guys put your bed in a room? Like, are you a corner or just against a back wall kind of thing? What's the right way to place a bed in a room? Corner? You're a corner bed person, Lenore? Just against the wall. Just anywhere against the wall is fine. What if it's where the foot end is against the wall? Yeah, I was going to say that about a corner 1-5, and what if you have company? It's true. Wall pointing. The tail end at the window. That would not be possible in this room, because the window's here, and the wall over there, there's not a flat part. It's, like, really zigzaggy, and there's 2 doors on that wall. Headboard against the wall, little walkway either side. We seem to be talking about something interesting. What's the right way to orient a bed in a room, Wolfram? Climb from the bottom, so if I have company, they just climb in from the free side. You're no good with Feng Shui? It doesn't have to be Feng Shui, it's the way you think it should go in a room. Yeah, I want to talk a bit about Lenore's way of getting in bed. Do you have to climb over a headboard, or do you not have a headboard? At the bottom end? They have detailed rules. Yeah, I don't believe in all that. Don't believe in all that. I will organise my room how I want, and it will end up messy, so it doesn't matter, does it? It'll end up messy. Like, you guys are kind of lucky you can't see this desk, because this side of the desk, over there, that's my things corner of the desk, where I just put things that I sometimes use. Like, you know, my wallet, my passport, my keys, my work ID. It's all on the thing part of the desk, you know? The way most people feel normal, comfortable about laying out furniture is Feng Shui. It's not really mysticism or anything. Jump in, babe. Lenore to the guy she's courted. Yeah, if Lenore gets a bed where there's a headboard at the bottom, she's going to be like, do the high jump and then we can get in bed. Usually a corner person, but in my current room, there isn't a good corner for the bed. How does that make you feel, Derp?
Makoto, big news, big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko. What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news. Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hero wearing the costume. You know, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. To think Hero and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Anyway, I have to head to the pool. Run up to the 2nd floor as fast as I could.
My room back at my parents' place is so small that I literally don't have space on the sides of my bed. Oh. So what? It'd just be like kind of tucked in the back of a room?
Kyoko-en!
I mean...
You, man. I have had the worst day.
Hero? Hero?
Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh. Who else would I be?
That's a good question.
What? Why do I look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Kind of weird to have it in a corner where there's 2 people in the bed. That's true, Derp. That's true.
I am positive that this is the suspicious individual that attacked me.
Apparently, that ridiculous object is Hero. I'd ask Kyoko for the details if I were you.
Right.
I found Hero. He was jammed into the pool room locker. Looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and he woke up.
Don't be mean.
Still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Wow.
There was something I had to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't. Never mind.
Nothing.
Never mind.
Hey,
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hero, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean,
Well, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened, then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume, it pains me just to look at you. Well, what's it with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
you got it all wrong.
I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing.
it would seem.
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. Looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hero out of the suit. Took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hero?
So then,
More to the point, nobody but Hero would be able to wear that costume. You think we could tell if Lenore has written a fanfic because all the characters have to jump into their beds? Yeah. I think we'd be able to tell instantly, man. Wait, well, hold on a second.
honestly,
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
is that okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true. So, I saw blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be?
It's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone
Terrible.
was Hero. Should we tie him up and gag him?
Just the worst.
Kinky. Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. Tie me up? Oh, hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't take your way out of this one. It's been decided. You killed him. Well, killed who? You have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around. You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else would possibly be the costumed attacker? How'd you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me. Fine. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me.
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way.
Byakuya's
now
looking
we
a
know
bit
for
sus
sure,
again.
right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. I mean, Kyoko's also kind of weird, right? Because she disappeared for ages. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good.
The arms are too long. There's no way I can wear this.
Second.
See? I told you it was impossible. You're absolutely right. Seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But
And there is another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
what the heck?
Evidence?
You claim there is another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us.
What the heck?
Just the worst.
Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi during this whole thing,
Terrible.
which is how we know it was him.
What?
I think Byakuya's looking sus, Kyoko's looking sus, but it could be the extra student that we heard about before, right? I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me?
Oh.
I certainly did not expect Hiro and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. Where has Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no idea.
Perhaps.
She really is working for the mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you're quite protective of her, yes? It's because she's helped me out so much up until now. Mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to win your trust.
It's looking more and more like it really was a setup.
What the heck?
If you don't tell me what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I've figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey Makoto, who was it?
Well, 2 people were killed, Taka and Hifumi.
What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it, dude.
Please.
I did not. Wait, hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were killed,
How about that?
that's it. I know who did it.
So then,
You may as well tell us then.
Taka and Hifumi were fighting over Alter Ego, right?
I'm at least 30%
Which means Alter
right.
Ego and or Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please.
Huh? Unfortunate.
Stop trying to trick us and just admit you did it, okay?
I'm telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh,
I know.
so then-
That note.
No?
Last night someone slipped a weird note into my door. And here's what it said. Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else. Let's meet at the rec room at 1 a.m. Last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
Real killer probably drugged me or something.
Just the worst.
Not a chance.
So,
So hold on. You could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. Really?
Told you. Someone's trying to set me up. Secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me.
Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you.
Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me.
I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy it.
Just a second.
Okay, then show us that note.
With pleasure, I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it.
Yeah, sure.
Please.
You gotta believe me. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason.
What the heck? You're serious? That hero voice acting sounds so right. I'm the voice master, man. That's what they call me. The voice master. And, you know, Byakuya is definitely from Yorkshire, right? Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trials begin.
Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Kind of sounds like Jesse Pinkman. Yeah, I'll take that. You saying I sound like Aaron Paul? Yeah, I'll take that, man. Robert Robertson. Jesse Pinkman. Baku is deaf from Barnsley. The devs knew it when they made the game. Why did you kill them? Tell us, hero. No, it's like I said.
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broken, that's why. What if you bent over and showed us your Pinkman? It's not very pink. Wait, that's a false accusation. Oh, help me.
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. Why is everyone about binding and gagging people? Jeez. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? You're right. I need to look for the second suit and that note. Beat, don't fail me now. I saw the Detective Games thing. I've had a look. I had a quick flick through. Guess I better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Toko or Genocide Jack to switch with me. If she and Sakura got in a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. Has anyone else looked at the Detective Fest thing? Anyone seen anything good in there? One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Kodo, do you have a second? Huh? I'm 90% certain you've already played all of the good ones. I've probably played a lot of the good ones. I won't disagree. You need to help me with the investigation. How much is Blake Manor in it, Trindo? I played the demo, it seemed alright. It seemed cool. Go have a look. Blammo. Does Detroit Become Human? Which we already have. This has been on my wish list ages and I just haven't bought it. I already have that, don't I? Maybe I got Detroit and that on Epic. To be fair, I don't think this is a detective game. I'll be honest. This isn't a detective game. Heavy Rain? Sure. I'll give it to Heavy Rain. This isn't a detective game. Confidential Killings? I did look at this earlier actually when I scrolled through. It looks like they've kind of took the idea of the Golden Idol a bit too much without the same charm. No case should remain unsolved. What's recommended for me? Strained horticulture. Interactive fiction. Is Strange Antiquities out? I'm not sure. Is this a Korean game? Just reading Gyeong and CO1. We just got an ad, yeah. It sounds a bit like this kind of thing sounds a little bit like Her Story in a way, you know what I mean? Like connecting things together and finding conversations. Mate, I played this on on DS. I wouldn't really call this a detective game. I know it's got detective in the title, but it's not. It's a puzzle game, but not really a detective game. The Sinking City. Do you remember when the publishers of the Sinking City did the dev server dirty? Do you remember that? Where they fucking stole the game from Frogwares. I think Frogwares is the original developer, but their publisher was an absolute prick. A lot of Japanese game devs had that in their top 3 games of the year. Urban Myth the Solution Center. I'll have a look. We can have a look if it's... it's not on sale. Solve a variety of cases involving cursed relics, rental properties with shady histories, dimensional anomalies, monstrous oddities, and otherworldly planes. It's a visual novel, isn't it? Yeah, I think I've played a lot of the bigger ones in here. Yeah, I think I've played a lot of the better ones. I haven't played this. I've had this for like a year, I think, and I haven't played it yet. I've had this a while and not played it yet. That's just a puzzle game, though. I don't really think it's a detective game, as far as I'm aware. I have this on disc. I have a physical copy of this game from like years ago. I always look at the ones Japan devs rate highly at the end of the year, because it's a very different environment. Sam and Max Save the World. I had a physical copy of this when I was a kid as well, I think. Yes, I did. I loved this game, but I didn't get very far with it. I struggled. Because, you know, like, point-and-click games can be fun, but sometimes the answers are so far-fetched, right? Like, really far-fetched. I can't remember how much of the Devil's Playhouse I actually got through. Maybe I should try and play the Sam and Max games, but I don't know if I'd stream them. Maybe I'd have a great time with them, you never know, right? Yeah, you can get the soundtrack as well. Wait, there's another one? Holy shit, Beyond Space and Time? Holy shit. I didn't know there was a third one. From the newer Sam and Max games. That's crazy. Anyway, let's bam. Bam. Looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply?
Anyway,
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
shall we go?
You didn't know there was newer ones? What, you've only ever played like the 2D side-scrolly one? Thanks. Now then, shall we?
Hey,
So Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses? I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me. Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
hey,
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway,
We have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay then, show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Fuck off, Nancy Drew. That film was shit. The one with... Was it? No, it wasn't. It was... I was going to say Ashley Tisdale. It wasn't Ashley Tisdale. It was... Was it Emma someone? Is it the girl who played the daughter in We Are the Millers? Was it her? I'm from Scream 4. Oh, fuck, I don't know. I've not seen Scream. Emma Roberts, that's the fucking one. Is she still around? Is she still Is she still in films? I don't think I've seen her in anything for ages. She is still in films. She was in Madam Web. And Space Cadet, which I've never heard of. And Sora City, which... Is that... It's American animated fantasy films. When grizzled knights are called upon to help a young lady in distress, he discovers the entire dinosaur kingdom is in danger and embarks on an epic journey, risking life and limb to deliver the one thing that will save them all. A baby. What the fuck? Yeah, I have never even heard of Sora City. I'm looking it up. Oh god. Oh. It certainly looks like a choice. It's got a 4.2 on IMDb. You guys ever seen this film? Ashley Tisdale kicked Hilary Duff out of her mum group. Didn't Emma Roberts beat up the other actor from American Horror Story? I don't remember that. It's good. It looks awful. It does look awful. Wait, that's... What's that movie? It's Sora C, mate. Rediscovered. Arthur and the Invisibles looks awful. It looks horrific. Did you know there was 3 of them? There was 3 of those films, Derp? There was 3? And they're done by Luc Besson, which is absolutely fucking crazy. She got arrested for DV. Who did? Emma Roberts. Emma Roberts did? I am having a look for this. Oh, they were called to a domestic dispute. Oh. There was an incident where it sounds like she hit him in the face, but it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. Allegedly, there was some DV. Is the way I'd put it. Because they've called it an unfortunate incident and misunderstanding. So allegedly, there's something going on there. Fumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
So then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies. The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable. Taka was killed by a blow to the head. Must have been struck with Justice Hammer 4, which was lying on the floor in the equipment room. And there's a tarp bleed out under his body. The killer must have used it to move Taka's body. That way it wouldn't leave any bloodstains as it was moved. The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse. From the nurse's office where he was discovered to here in the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third, not without anyone noticing it. Just can't see how that's possible. However, it seems that Hifumi died from a blow to the head, most likely killed using Justice Hammer 3, which is found in the nurse's office. But when we found his body in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered in blood. But now they're spotless. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses clean? But who would do that, and why?
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You did?
Hey,
You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore in his left hand? He did?
whew,
You so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? Most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. You notice the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. That would mean the watch was broken sometime just
That's
after
right.
6. Last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey you, how long are you going to keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
in other words,
My friend just replied ooh to a guy I told her I thought was hot. Ooh. That's an oof. You're getting judged for your taste, Lenore. So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning.
however,
That's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. You're right, there's something white in there.
Photo,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Oh, okay. Much I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. It doesn't seem like much of a clue, does it?
is that right?
Wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's body.
So then,
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he's left us a few clues of his own. Was it a picture of Humongous? Big Chungus? So, did you find
Indeed.
anything? I did. More than expected, to be honest. Look at this. Wad of paper?
that's right.
Fumi had hidden it on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see? In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means.
Hey,
Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto. Open it up. I remember Humongous. I remember there was that guy called Humongous, and someone took offense to it or something, right? If I remember correctly. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you. But Norman Reedus' son is called Mingus. That poor kid. Mingus Reedus. That poor kid. No? Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
So,
That sounds very familiar. That's it. It's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
however,
It's not exactly the same, is it? Did he say the nurse's office? Oh, the rec room. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note they wrote to Hifumi asked him to meet at 6.
is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it was meant for him. Huh?
So,
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped. It was meant for Taka. Could you maybe explain it a little more? Carefully.
hey,
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
so then,
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer.
hey,
Did Hifumi get Taka to come here? No. Oh, wait. 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 Right, we can be sure it's not Yasuhiro who wrote it, because the handwriting's awful. The equipment room, which is where Taka was found, isn't it? Behind the physics room. So what if Hifumi got Taka to go there, and then he disposed of the note, and someone else has been... Oh no, and someone else killed Hifumi? I should tell you another thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. I think Bingus and Mingus have to be twins. Bingus Reedus? Oh no. God. Fucking... Imagine calling your kid Mingus. You must fucking hate them, right? If there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. You're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time,
is
right?
that right?
You didn't have to think about them at all. I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. Handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand. But if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. If he says it's time for the class trial.
Are you excited? Are you pumped?
Oh, fuck.
It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school.
Who did it?
See you soon!
I think Hifumi might have killed Taka.
It would seem.
Or found Taka's body. That's another possibility. And then Hifumi has been killed as a result. What have we got to go off here? I don't think they've used the different sized hammers. That one's been cleaned. The others didn't have any blood on them or anything. I don't think Hifumi was dead previously. Where was Hifumi found at first? The nurse's office, and then he disappeared. Maybe that's because Hifumi was alive. But someone changed that. Who? I don't think it was Hero. That has to be Hifumi's. There's no quick, easy way to get Hifumi out of the nurse's office. So I think at that point he must have still been alive. He died around 6 in the morning. And he received the note. Why would the handbooks be involved? Oh. Someone must have stolen Hero's handbook. Oh, wait, they knocked him out, didn't they, at like 1 a.m.? Probably dumped the blueprints and stuff in his room and dressed him up. And then dumped him in a locker. Kyoko being missing for so long doesn't really add up, but I think that's got to be a bit of a red herring. I suspect Hifumi moved. Because we know he wasn't dead. Hifumi moved from the nurse's office. Himself. It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest of it for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
Well, we better get going. Okay. Right, we are gonna do a save here before we start it off. That feels like a good idea. I'll save twice, actually. Who did that to my boy Taka? Whoever it is, they're my new favorite character. We're about to find out who did it. Navagas, how you doing? Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation. They were gathered by the red door. As soon as we were all there.
Monokuma appears!
Hello, hello, hello. He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. Just looks that way because of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma?
Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy, tough crowd.
Not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play games with you.
Okay, fine. Then if everyone's here and ready to go, please board the pain train. There, elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Okay then, shall we? I think Byakuya could have played a part in certain ways. I think Kyoko's a red herring. I think Hiro's a red herring. I think Hifumi could have killed Taka. Or just found Taka's body. But then someone killed Hifumi. Hold on. I'm not mentally prepared yet.
What the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
Told you already. I didn't do it, bitch. You're serious. That reminds me. Did you ever find the other costume? Or the note? Well, no, but...
How unfortunate.
And it would seem we have our culprit.
Hey,
You gonna go sleepy time, Dub? Thank you for hanging out, man. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope you sleep well. This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations for when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right. Let's get down there first, and the story can really begin.
Yeah, good idea.
That's right. I have to do it. Can't let whoever killed Hifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives.
Does the height of the costume matter with the height of the characters? I'm not sure about that one. Because they kind of implied it did because it only fits Hero, but I think there must be another costume. There must be. Because I think he was just knocked out in that locker all along. So I think there is another costume, but it's in someone's room. The one who killed Hifumi and Taka? The one who killed two of our friends? The killer is...
Someone right here. Took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. Began to walk towards the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the door was closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. Not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open. I'm not a killer, I'm innocent, man. I'd never do that. You'd say that to me? Wow, man. You'd accuse me? Opening up onto a cruel fate.
When I see all you gathered here today that are like this, I realize just how few of you there are left. Your school life is slowly reaching its climax.
Just the worst.
Only because of you.
Why? Why are you making us do such cruel things to each other?
What? Do you really hate me so much? But I'm so cute.
Come on.
Stop goofing around and begin the trial.
Don't rush me. Of course I'm gonna start it. I would never be like, stay tuned for the action-packed class trial after this commercial break. Never hold out on you like that. Let's begin. Get to your assigned seats.
And so the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. Deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith. A deadly class trial.
He said too many deadlies there. He could have cut that down a bit more. No need to be so dramatic. We've got loads more SP now, so we can put... That might be a good one to put on. What's handiwork do? I'm going to do that. I don't really know what the skills do, I'll be honest. I just use them and hope they're the right ones.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one,
What's the people leave about 5? And is that because I said I don't get the
then
skills?
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, to begin with,
We already know who did it.
was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that
It's
suit.
not Hero.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't. Someone knocked me out. I was asleep the whole time. I don't know anything about it.
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
Who are you calling a murderer?
It's not
I
him.
am sorry to say, Hiro, but we do have evidence.
No, we don't.
Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
He didn't commit the murder. Is Hero really the killer or anything else? You have to make that clear. Yeah, dog. Yeah, I would never dress up as a Gundam. That is so true.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proving that you are the culprit.
Yeah, dog, that's crazy.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hero, why? Why did you kill them?
No, just hold on a second.
Oh, wait, we found everything in the room? Is that...
Everything we found in your room.
We didn't find... Well, we didn't find one thing in the room, which is the fucking message. I was just trying to argue that we didn't find everything.
We found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proving that you are the culprit.
Is it going to be about the blueprints? Because the writing's not... I mean... Oh, yes. Yeah, the writing is not neat. Who done it? I think we might have 2 murderers.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts,
No,
I'm not 100% who's done it at this point.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
But I think potentially Hifumi killed Taka. It definitely wasn't Hero. I'm just trying to think where everyone was at the times of the murders, but I can't remember.
what do you mean?
Well, take a look at this. It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
'Cause I'm not convinced that it's definitely not Hero. He's the only one that didn't have an alibi. Byakuya looks sus because he pointed us towards the blueprints, but they don't look like they'd be written by him. I would say, what if Ifumi knocked out Hero? Because that handwriting... That handwriting could match. That handwriting could match. I don't think it's miles off. So, Ifumi could have done all that, but I'm not convinced that he'd have been able to carry Hero to the locker. And it wouldn't have been as easy as using the dolly to move Hero, I don't think. The pool's on the second floor though, right? But the rec room is on the third, where they went to meet.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
I can just check that actually. No, I can't. Guess I'll fuck myself.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's
That's right.
not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
What?
I know it's not
Who was in
Hero.
that Robo Justice suit?
That's a good question. There was 2 suits, I
Is
think.
it like Hiro said? Was there really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit. Go ahead, Makoto. Tell them who it was.
Korosi passes it off to
So?
me.
Who was in the Robo Justice suit?
The Illuminati. That's right, they're all working behind the scenes to try and set me up. Those dudes are super scary if they're serious. It could have been the Illuminati. Is that really true? Maybe I should think about this again. I don't think it could be Hina though, could it? Yeah, alright. I was pretty sure it couldn't be Hina, but like, it wasn't Hero. He was knocked out. It makes no sense.
Other than Hiro, I can't think of anyone else it could have been.
There could be 2 suits.
Obviously, he was the one in that particular suit, and we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't.
Yeah, but
do
why
it.
was he walking around and grabbing Hifumi? Maybe Hifumi did kill Taka. And he knew that. But he hasn't said that. Why hasn't he said that?
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the suspicious individual in the suit.
Well, he was attacking
but he's not the
Hifumi.
culprit.
I'm pretty sure Hifumi's guilty, but why hasn't he said that? And he said he was just knocked out in a locker constantly.
So what you're saying is...
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement? You do have a reason, yes?
Of course. But before we get to that, there's something else we need to clarify first. So let's get that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation.
It was
for
the
Taka's
dolly.
lifeless body.
We know that.
It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain
I think
particular
Hifumi
items.
walked.
Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
The things that we used to use Taka's body must have been the dolly.
I got it!
Still one more thing, the tarp.
I got it! They were a dolly and a tarp, right?
Yeah. What's with that attitude?
So, let's see if I can explain. Taka's body disappeared from the equipment room, and then we rediscovered it in the repository. And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right?
Yeah.
It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room.
That's right.
So the killer must have seen it there and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tar. And the dolly?
Same thing. I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found Taka's body there. But when the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Yeah.
Later, when Taka's body reappeared
Look,
in the
this all makes
repository,
sense.
so did the dolly.
We know Hifumi wasn't dead, so Hifumi must have cleaned his glasses and gone up the stairs himself, but why?
Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
Maybe it's because someone in that room with him had attacked him before, so he wanted to leave. Maybe. And who was in that room with him before? Was it Sakura and Hina, or Hina and Celeste? It was Hina and Celeste, wasn't it? Okay, so yeah.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
No, because the repository was locked.
How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around
Only
you.
she accounted that her and Hina went to the bathroom. I know they both said they did. What if one of them was the killer? And so Ifumi moved while they were gone. I've never had anyone sound so nice while being so mean, but maybe I can change her mind. If I can just explain to them why the dolly must have moved from the equipment room to the repository. Oh, piss off. Another mechanic. What? We're going to add one more ingredient. On the bottom of the screen, underneath the tempo mark, you'll see an ammo count. Up until now, there hasn't really been a limit on how you destroy your opponent's statements. Now on, just locking on and pressing the left mouse button won't be enough. Cost one bullet to destroy a single remark. Once you run out of bullets, you can't destroy any more statements, no matter how locked on you are. You can reload by pressing the tab key. Just like locking on, you'll have to press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. I fucking hate this. I can't do this shit.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch.
Are you telling me reloading just gets you one?
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic.
Mate.
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst.
You've took away everything I've got. Like.
You miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable
Just
wretch.
use that. Yep. Fuck you. Just. I clawed it
Cannot
back.
agree.
I clawed it back.
This should prove it.
Holy shit. Genuinely make it look harder than the end boss of the DLC. Elden Ring DLC. Mate, I can't do it. I don't like the game. I don't like the minigame at all. I mean, have you ever seen me play a rhythm game? I just get stressed out. I don't like them. It is my fucking nightmare. Sekiro? Sekiro's not a rhythm game. It's not dissimilar, but it's different. Like, playing a Souls-like is different.
When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room.
I understand what you mean by it's a rhythm game. In one respect, yes, but the way it plays is different to a rhythm game. You are not locked into only being able to do things on a rhythm. It would be playing better if you did lock into the rhythm. But you're not, everything isn't completely restricted by a rhythm. In the same way that the rhythm sections in this completely restrict you.
And as the blood dried on the tire, they moved the body into the repository. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
Does Celeste really hate me that much?
Well, anyway, that was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Right, so we know how Taka's body was
Yeah.
moved.
The subject of how Robo Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then...
You can be shit at rhythm games and still beat those. I somehow was okay at Sekiro. I am awful. Do you remember when I played... what was that rhythm game? What was it called? Hi-Fi Rush. Hi-Fi Rush. My score was always shit, man.
What kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be
But
the
you
killer.
beat it. That one's very lenient for a rhythm game because it doesn't lock you in. You're better off getting on the rhythm, but you don't have to get on the rhythm as hard as other things.
If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
If I look at how the body was moved, it'll be clear why the person in the suit couldn't have done it. What does he mean by that?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The culprit wrapped the body in the tarp,
Yeah.
then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
You can't bend over in the costume.
No, that's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually get into a position like that?
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together, remember?
Yeah. Totally can't bend at the waist seems like a pretty obvious oversight, yeah.
When you're in that suit, not only can
You
not
like
see
this
your feet,
chapter because Hifumi
you
was
can't
killed?
even bend at the waist. Am I right about that?
Now that you mention it, yeah.
It seems like it'd be awfully hard to push that dolly if you couldn't bend over.
Well, what's to stop you from simply pushing the dolly with your feet?
When you can't even see your feet? You really think someone could kick the dolly all that way?
Yeah, it'd be totally impossible. Not that I can say for sure myself.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid, cumbersome suit, it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity
Yeah.
to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
Well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
Absolutely no chance that the costume was taken off because you can't take it off by yourself, we know that.
I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember,
Well, not everyone would remember that, would they? Because only half of us were there. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't get it off. A little help? Why'd you make something you can't take off yourself? Didn't make the stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that keeps you from getting it off. It's pretty sturdy. Don't think you can get it on your own. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then you really can't take it off by yourself? Hero wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right.
So, it's really, really true that Robo-Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
That's correct.
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hero in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took? You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo-Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that? Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said?
The guy hit me. What guy? Robo-Justice, or that's what I decided to call him just now.
So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question.
What if he... Oh, God. I think Hifumi's involved as an accomplice. Maybe Celeste is the killer. Because she took the picture. And that seems like it could potentially be staged because Hero
The individual inside
doesn't
the
seem
suit
like he was
and the
attacking him.
culprit are one and the same. It was Hero, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second.
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it.
And we found Celeste in the rec room. Injured, but I'm not sure I buy that she was injured. And Taka's note said to meet him in the rec room.
Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility?
God, every single one, that's a lot.
On one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the
Yeah,
beginning.
sure.
Maybe we'll uncover something new.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
Yeah,
All
that's
right,
also a
then.
good question.
Let's take another look back at what happened. I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself.
Yes.
We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
See, Celeste doesn't have a alibi, really. And she said Fumi was getting attacked by Hero.
It seems I was unconscious for about an
Yeah.
hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
I don't think she was
I know
unconscious.
it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo-Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo-Justice had abducted Hifumi. We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
What's wrong? I had it was something moving around the top of the stairs.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor. And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the third floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
She was getting people to move so they could move the bodies, right? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, the strange costume man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. He's blocking the stairs, so he headed further down in the hallway and disappeared. It's just her who's seeing him. Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been Fumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back.
at that point we decided to divide up into 2 groups.
Oh. If he got attacked in the nurse's office, but we know he made it upstairs again. We know he probably walked up because he wiped his glasses, meaning he would need to see.
Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office, while Sakura, Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect. When we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi, dead. And that's when we heard the body discovery announcement. I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor, to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the
Yeah.
equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi.
Right.
Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right
And it was
after
gone.
we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising.
Fumi's body has disappeared.
We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again.
Yeah, I think Hifumi moved because he got attacked by Celeste. They were accomplices, I think. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something?
But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies. And after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
Right.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated.
There's a lot of movement about.
It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started.
I mean, Celeste says a
Beginning
lot
with
of
what
shit.
happened to Taka.
Contradictions in what happened to Taka. Now to uncover the truth of this case, you have to find them no matter what. What if the killer was Makoto in his sleep? It could be.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
We need to be able to pull something out of this.
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came
No,
after.
we know Taka came.
So, regarding Taka's death, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came
No,
last.
how do you pull words again? I've forgotten how to pull words. Hold your left mouse. Use the weak spot as a temporary.
What makes you say? Because of the number.
It's true that Hifumi, while Tako's death, came.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
Okay, so
Regarding, I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after. We already know what order they were killed in. Taka
you
came
do.
last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer, while Taka's death came from a...
See? So it's obvious Taka came
No, Taka
after.
didn't come after. Because
So,
Taka was no, but the thing is, right? The attack could have happened first, yes, but technically the murder didn't, right? Because he's not murdered until he's dead. And he wasn't dead until hours after Taka. We know that. Because we saw him alive after Taka had been dead. Because we met for breakfast at 8. Taka died at about 6. I mean, he was attacked. It wasn't a murder until he died. It's like, right, if you get attacked, right, and you're in hospital, and they catch the person, they're going to be charged with assault. If you die, they're then charged with murder. Technically, Taka was murdered first. Because it's not a murder until he's dead.
He died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
No, that's wrong.
We don't know the order of the Justice Hammers, right? We can't be sure they use them in the order you suspect.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used in order, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi?
Yeah.
Okay then, let's see the proof.
I said Hifumi was involved with the murder of Taka as well. What time he must have died? Yep. The note. There was a note. Wristwatch. Yo, look at that. Wristwatch, bro.
Now I understand. I've got it. Taka's wristwatch.
Yeah.
See? Look.
And Hifumi was involved with his
the
murder.
hands pointing just past 6 o'clock.
That's not the only thing that proves it, right? I would also argue this proves it. The fact that he had the corner of this note in his hand.
It must have gotten broken when he was attacked by the killer. Because as of last night,
Nom Cookie, how you doing? Hey you, how long were you gonna keep us waiting? Taka's irritated voice pierced the air as he stared pointedly at his wristwatch. It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that? Bedtime for all the little boys and girls.
so if it wasn't broken after 6 last night, then he must have been attacked around 6 this morning.
And that would be his official time of death.
You bet.
But if that's true, then he was killed well before Hifumi.
Yes,
And
we already
before
knew that.
Celeste was
If you
attacked
didn't
this
know that, you're
morning,
fucking
Which
stupid.
happened around 7.
Like, genuinely, he was obviously killed before Hifumi because you saw Hifumi alive.
That's right. Taka
Fucking
was
hell.
killed before any of the other incidents took place.
Yes.
That simple fact slipped past all of us.
No, it didn't. Really? Really? Did it? Did it really? You saw Hifumi. You didn't ever see Taka alive.
We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
No, you...
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily
It
make
isn't
that
easy.
wrong
What do you mean?
assumption.
No, there's certain things that really annoy me with the way they explain it in the game. Like, there's such flaws in their logic. Like, there are certain things that were really obvious that the game just pretends they don't know, and then they go.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window.
Yes.
Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
Yes.
That
And
may be true
Hifumi
in the
was
case
involved.
of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe.
I don't want them to all have perfect logic, but it's just that there's some things that are really obvious that the game just completely goes, you know, and just. Huh? What was that? Came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. What about when they were saying if we flip it 180 degrees? Yeah, if we flip it 180 degrees. What if we flip it 180 degrees? And they said it like 70 fucking times before they did it. Did that not annoy you? Was that not stupid? Why not? Because you don't need to repeat something 70 times. Your players aren't stupid. Oh, no, it annoys me. It's like, that's bad writing. In my opinion.
Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's right.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
The majority will cry on Twitter. I'm sorry, but if you need a game to tell you what if you flip it 180 degrees like 70 fucking times in one dialogue, you just shouldn't be playing these games.
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together, while everyone else was in the equipment room, correct?
But that doesn't matter because he walked out. He cleaned his glasses.
And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body from the equipment room. At that time, we were all gathered together in the nurse's office because of Hifumi going missing.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it? She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body. Because, as we just established, she was passed out in the equipment room when his body disappeared.
Besides, I didn't do either of them anyway.
In other words, it is impossible that any of us could have killed Hifumi or moved either of their bodies. On the other hand, Hiro and Kyoko had disappeared, so they most certainly could have done those things.
So what now, Kyoko?
For now, we can't get fixated on who did it, or we'll just keep going around in circles.
Nah.
So instead of who, I propose we start talking about how.
Well, someone sent notes
In
out.
particular, I think we need to figure out how Hifumi's
He
body got
walked.
moved.
That's
He wiped
true.
his glasses
We
off.
searched everywhere, but we couldn't figure out how to explain his body disappearing. And according to what Celeste said,
could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. So when the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time, it seems so.
His body apparently disappeared
Yes,
in the 1 minute
because he
her and Hina
walked.
took their eyes off of it. But to carry that much weight from the first floor up to the third in that short amount of time?
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, what if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
He has legs, yo.
What? How? If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body
He wasn't
moved
dead.
on its
Oh my god. They know he wasn't dead.
No! Not another...
They know he wasn't dead. Like, Hina was literally there. She was literally there with his head on her lap when he talked. How can she go, what if he wasn't dead? She knows he wasn't. Seriously? What do you mean seriously? She's fucking thick. She's thick as pig shit. She saw he wasn't dead and goes, he wasn't dead? Like, come on. She annoys me. Can she be gone? Can she just die?
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
If someone else said that line, I'd be happy. I'd be fine. You know, maybe they weren't there when he woke up and then he died again. Or actually died. But she was there. He literally had his head on her lap and he said something and then died. Like,
He was alive?
yes! How? Look, when's the last time you saw a dead body speak, Hina? Fuck me.
Are you saying Hifumi
It's not going in that fucking skull of hers, is it? Huh? He was alive? What? Yes, you fucking stupid woman. Oh, she annoys me. She's such an annoying character. She provides nothing. Oh no, I have dealt with some slow people in my time. But she is more than a bit slow, isn't she? She's more than a bit slow.
But I mean, we found his body.
Oh my god, no! Stop it! Stop doubling down on it! Please! Please!
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't
Oh
possible.
my god. Yo, Celeste, you're gonna love this one. You ever heard of possums? Crazy concept, right? Crazy concept. Possums, man, I'm telling you, possums. The idea that Hifumi was still alive? Is it really possible? Yes, because he wiped his glasses off. We know that.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
He wasn't dead, yes,
there's
because
a
he woke
chance
up and
he was
spoke.
actually still alive?
Yes.
No, it is impossible.
No,
Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
he wasn't dead.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so
No.
sure about that?
No.
Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Yes, it was. I could use the wristwatch.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi,
But that doesn't seem right.
actually still alive?
No, it is impossible.
Fuck.
Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body discovery announcement. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement.
Are we really so? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's
No, well,
discovery.
I mean, I know what I'm going for here. I don't know exactly how they want me to prove it, because I know it was Fataka's dead body because both bodies were found at the same time. And we know that.
Are you
We
saying
know
when
that.
we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office,
But broken wristwatch proves fucking nothing.
actually still alive?
No,
He was actually still alive, yes.
Hifumi was dead. And you know that surely you heard the body Hifumi's dead body had been. And that is.
Are we really
Okay, I
thinking
guess
the
we use it
announcement was
because she
intended
says
to signal
Hifumi's
someone else's discovery?
someone else's discovery. Could I use that? Could I use that? Yes, I could. I
Are
could. I
you
could use
saying
that.
when we first found there's a chance he was actually
No. Hifumi was dead, and you know that. Surely you heard the body discovered Hifumi's dead body, and that is.
Are we really? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Okay, yeah, we use that, I think. And if that's not right,
you saying that when we first
go
found
fuck
there's
myself.
a chance he was
No. It is Hifumi was dead.
Because
and
she
you
said
know
it's
that.
Hifumi's
How?
dead body.
Surely you heard the body discovery about Hifumi's dead body.
Yeah, bang.
No, that's wrong. Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
No, it was for Taka because Hifumi moved himself and he wiped his glasses.
Right after we discovered his
Yeah, but you found out at the same time as Taka. We've covered
But
this.
that was also the same time that
Yeah.
Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
I swear, next time Hina speaks, she's gonna be like, "Wait, Hifumi wasn't dead." She's still gonna be trying to get over it, bless her, isn't she?
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
But
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together.
oh my
into
god,
one.
they're still thinking he was dead. Oh, they've not. Oh my god, they're still like Hifumi's dead.
What do you
No,
say,
he
Monokuma?
wasn't.
Any comment?
Well, it's a very sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail. But what I can say about the body discovery announcement is that it's only broadcast when 3 or more people find a dead body for the first time.
That didn't answer our question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
No, actually, that was plenty.
Huh?
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered for the first time. Which means, even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If
It was-
that's true, then why was the announcement made again
Because
later on?
Hifumi died later on.
Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
The first time it played was when we found each body in the nurse's office in the equipment room. The second time was when... No, well, it was after he died again after that part.
Shoot!
Fucking clearly, but it wasn't when we found the bodies. It can't have been when we found the bodies because he wasn't dead. He wasn't dead. So it couldn't be then, could it? Because he was alive still. That means the rules aren't being followed.
Is this...
If it was played instantly when both the bodies are found, we'd already had the call for Taka. So that call was for Hifumi, but he wasn't dead.
Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
He still wasn't dead
Of
then
course
because he
it
popped
was.
up and he
The
spoke.
announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
So that's flawed.
It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement...
First of all, if 2 bodies...
Maybe Monokuma.
Blah 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 blah.
No, actually, he said it's even if that's...
Huh?
Exactly.
It's gotta be when both bodies were rediscovered, but
heard it
that
the second time
that
we
shouldn't
were
it shouldn't have been played then because he
When
wasn't dead.
rediscovered the 2 bodies.
I'm just saying that's not at that point it's not a body, is it? Well, this part is incorrect. This isn't following the rules that they have outlined there. They said when a body is found. At this point, he's technically still alive. That's not a body. It is a body, but it's not a dead body, which is implied in the context. Taka, dead body through and through. Body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin. So technically, it should have played
Seemed weird at the
after he
time,
died.
But it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
You worked out as is a body. Look, I am saying it is implied that the alarm only happens when you find a dead body. So, realistically, if it sounded as soon as we found the body again, with Taka's body, he was still playing dead. He wasn't dead yet. I would argue it should have sounded before when we found him in the nurse's office, as a result that the rule again isn't applied when he's actually dead. It's before he dies. So, realistically, it's following inconsistent rules. So, but I would also argue when you find him in the nurse's office, it's a body, but they only played the sound for Taka. It's not consistent. I mean, I understood that Hifumi wasn't dead. And, you know, that was clear. My issue is it is not following consistent rules.
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
He still wasn't dead.
And in reality, when the two dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
It wasn't, because he still wasn't dead when the sound played. Ugh!
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't
But he
actually
wasn't
dead
dead when
yet.
you found him there either, because he spoke. Why is everyone forgetting this detail? Why? Why can no one remember he spoke? Why is it just me? It's just me.
Meaning, he wasn't actually found dead until we came upon him in the repository.
No, he was dead after you came upon him in the repository, because he spoke.
And that's just part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's
He was still, but there's nothing that leads him to believe he was still alive in the repository.
Oh, I know! Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body.
Maybe Hifumi wasn't involved, because if he walked in to the repository, he'd have seen the note in Taka's hand and picked it up, so he picked it up then. Meaning he's not involved in the murder.
Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
NW, how you doing? This proof that Hifumi was still alive? Yeah, he wiped his glasses. Like, come the fuck on, man.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found Hifumi's and then, his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw it was in the repository.
But
Yeah.
when you compare his body before being moved, and other than the change in how it was positioned,
His glasses. His glasses. She's trying to argue the only thing that's different is how it was positioned. The glasses.
Well, here's one thing we do. The first time we found him and then, his body disappeared.
And the next time it was in.
Maybe I was too early. Maybe it was the next line I needed.
there was no notable.
Yeah, there we go. Bang.
No, that's wrong.
Get fucking busted.
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi
So-
in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood.
And then he got up and he wiped them and he went upstairs to the repository and he found the
him again
note
later
on
in the
Taka.
repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Here we go. It was the cleaning cloth.
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean, and the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
Yeah, that's
And
true.
whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Piggles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Yeah, we know that.
So what you're saying is... What exactly?
What I'm saying is, the blood on his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses
Yeah,
cleaning cloth.
because he needed to see to go up the stairs.
It
Yeah.
does not mean he wiped the blood off himself.
But who would benefit from a clean pair of glasses other than the glasses owner?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
So he walked himself up the stairs. We know that.
Him, right?
Yeah.
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He
Yeah.
pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
Muffo wears glasses. Can't unsee it. You can't unsee that I wear glasses. That's crazy, dog. I remember when Muffo didn't wear glasses. I still needed them, but not as badly. Like, I could still use my computer without them, but now I cannot read chat without them. I can just about read what was with all that blood. Was it paint or something? I can just read that from here. So, yeah, pretty bad now.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of blood for emergencies.
I'm
He
short-sighted.
probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out. So he just dumped it everywhere.
Imagine having poor eyesight. Shit must suck. Yeah, I got genetics. Bad genes from my dad.
But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot.
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
Are they gonna say Hifumi did it?
I got it! It could only have been Hifumi.
So I was kind of right with having an idea that he was involved somehow.
He went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked? Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for them, right? So me and Sakura headed for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
Yeah.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
Yeah.
He convinced us all he was dead. And when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
I said that. I think he's done it with Celeste. I think
That
I'm right.
means he took part in the murders.
I just can't believe it.
If you're having trouble, would you like me to show you one more piece of evidence?
There's more?
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The
Yeah,
item he
the
took
nut.
off of Taka's lifeless body?
It's the note because
I got it!
there's the rip. I think he's written that. That's going to be his writing.
Away, aren't you?
Dye your eyes perfect. So that's not why you can't read then. Oh!
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
Found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out. Don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait, this one's a little different. It On my note it said, Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
And then they knocked him out, they took the picture, they carried him down, put him in a locker.
See, then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro.
Yeah,
So that
Taka.
person could only have been...
Taka, we know
I
that.
got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter, right? So
Yeah,
whoever
and
wrote it
Taka
wasn't
had the
drawing
corner.
out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Man, Genocide Jack is seriously scary, but still, can't let it get to me. Here we fucking go, right? Okay, none of these are going to be the answer, are they? I don't think.
Huffy had the note, right? Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
No.
But remember what the note said.
Hmm.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
It does. Fucking
You know,
wristwatch.
it has nothing to do with TikTok!
No, that's wrong!
Bam.
No! There absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered.
Yep.
We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed.
We're gonna have to do game duel and
Taka was
wrap up
murdered
in a
at both
sec.
Time and place. Written, I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka.
Yeah,
Just the same as me.
you can't do that. What makes you say that,
Cooper
Amd?
really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse.
Because we haven't
after he
arrested
died.
you yet? I'm not getting arrested.
He stole it?
I'm putting fucking Celeste away. But also Hina, because she's a dumb fuck. Right, can the next murder be Hina? Because if she's here till the end of the game, I'm probably gonna end up fucking, I don't know, trepanning myself or giving myself a lobotomy.
Where's your proof?
Because she said they were attacked by Hero. They weren't.
I got it! When
It's
I searched
clearly
Taka's body,
Celeste.
I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is...
That one's not Japanese, NW.
I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Yeah, I would love Hina to have committed a murder, because then she'd be gone. Or maybe she can get murdered next. I don't care, as long as she's gone.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note.
Yup. They're from the same piece of paper.
Celeste isn't Japanese. Are you on about Celeste or are you on about Hina? Hina's Japanese. I do not like Hina. I do not like Hina. She is annoying. She is stupid. Yeah. Hina's awful. Awful. Just horrendous. She's thick as fuck. I like, they've written her so stupid that it is actually infuriating. No. These are, Amd keeps reminding me, these aren't teenagers. These are all over 18. Just a little bit silly, yeah, and more than a little bit silly. Fucking hell.
Fumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note.
She struggles to understand people who speak aren't dead.
There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip.
I didn't say that. Didn't you say that all over 18? How old are they, and?
Leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
You don't know? I know people like Hina in real life. I'm sorry to hear that. Dark, can I just ask, are you on my side here with how frustrating Hina is? It's not just me, right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa. Yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact,
Kind of
he
comparable,
was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive.
Sorry, no.
Hifumi's dead.
When we found him in the repository,
No, he
was
wasn't.
and completely
Right.
dead.
There's an issue I've got with that scene, though. Like, when we found him, he was dead. He wasn't. He spoke some words. He was dead after he spoke the words and didn't speak again. The game made an effort of making that point, and then it's just completely fucking forgotten it. It annoys
The
me.
second body discovery
It
announcement proves
really
that.
annoys me. It's like, yeah, he was dead instantly. No, he wasn't. That's not a body discovery. The body discovery is after he dies, after speaking.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository. So he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together. Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
I don't really like how this game makes you go through a bunch of hoops to prove tiny little details. Yeah, that I keep mentioning that in W. Thank you. I am actually so glad someone else agrees with me. I do have an issue with Japanese games sometimes treating their audiences like they're fucking thick. I don't like that. I don't like being treated like I'm an idiot, because I'm not. And it really, really irritates me in this game sometimes. Like, the first murder, when, you know, the writing on the wall, and they go, if we flip it 180 degrees, what if we flip it 180 degrees? But if you, like, flip it 180 degrees, they say it fucking 70 times before they get to the point, and it is like...
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
But it's also iconic.
And
No,
what might that be?
I can't get behind it being iconic.
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same. with them
It's the
having
hammer on the
similar
wall that was
fractures and all.
washed.
But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository, the culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi, then put the hammer back where they found it.
It's been washed.
But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good and tight.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big
Oh my
enough to
God.
kill someone.
Then...
You're simply too smart, Muffo, as an adult playing a game from 15 years ago. I wonder if Muffo could have worked this out in 2010 just as easily. I'd have probably got fucking bored,
Is it
man.
not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
So then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
The weapon that was actually used to kill Hifumi. Yeah, we know it's the fucking hammer on the wall that was washed. You know what? I'm saving here because I need to go to sleep, man. If it'll let me save in this bit, that'd be great. Don't know if it will. We might have to wait until we've done this bit. Maybe not. No, we will. We'll have to wait. Fuck. It's the spotless hammer.
Well, what if there's one thing how is the culprit able to move around so how did nobody witness them carry it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer 5 is about to make its appearance!
It wasn't Justice Hammer 5. It wasn't, though. That actually contradicts that, because we know it wasn't. You can't argue with that.
What was used to... Was it just...
It was the spotless hammer. It's the spotless hammer.
How did nobody
Sounds like a Justice... Check out murdergear.com.
Well, one thing.
The murder weapon had to be one of the...
No, it wasn't. It was the spotless hammer.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all.
I'm saving here. We're saving here because oh my god. I gotta finish up. We'll do a game duel to finish off. We'll finish the trial next stream, and hopefully it won't be as dumb because it is doing my head in with some of the shit they're pulling. I'm not gonna lie. Just Hina not realizing a guy that spoke to her wasn't dead. Come the fuck on. Really? I'm sorry, but that to me that's just bad writing because everyone should realize that, no? What the fuck is this? Oh, fuck's sake. Is this gonna be like Neo or something? This is making me think of like no. Oh. This doesn't look like Dune to me. Uncharted, you think? I don't think this is Uncharted, but we can bang it in. Not Uncharted, okay. A Tomb Raider, maybe? I don't think it is, like, but we'll put one in. Oh, those are lights in the pile. That's a stool. Oh, it's Little Nightmares. This is Little Nightmares 2. No, is it 3? Fuck. Yeah, Little Nightmares 3. Little Nightmares 3 didn't do very well though, did it? I don't think. Oh. Oh. This is odd with the red, the green, and the pink, isn't it? Injustice is coming to me as well, if I'm honest, but I don't know. It's not Injustice. What other DC games have come out? It's not going to be Kill the Justice League, is it? No. Nice feet, you. What's that shitty DC game? DC Universe Online? Gotham Knights is actually a good guess with the art style, I'll give you that. No. Maybe we go with DC Universe Online? I actually don't know half of these characters, I'm not gonna lie. That's Green Lantern. I don't know any. That's Batman. Maybe Darkseid. You thought Suicide Squad? Yeah. You should know this. This is Doki Doki Literature Club, isn't it? Monica. Yeah, I was right. I was right with the Doki Doki Literature Club. And we've got Dual Gold Bible. Oh, fuck. Is this going to be Binding of Isaac? I don't know why Dual would be in there, but Binding of Isaac Rebirth? No. Chase Outlaw Bandits. Dual Gold Bible. Chase Outlaw Bandits. Red Dead 2? I don't remember bandits being used as a phrase though. Yeah, there we go. The Bible's not a strong point. But what is it a strong point in? Right? Dual Gold Bible. Chase Outlaw Bandits. It has to be some kind of Western game, right? Hunt Showdown? I don't think there's Bibles in it, but sure. Nope. Revenge Sheriff and Brothers. Revenge Sheriff Brothers. Red Dead Revolver. You know what? I don't think that's a terrible guess. No. Redemption, mate. Is it gonna be like Call of Juarez? I know that's a Western game, right? Bound in Blood. What makes you say Red Dead Redemption? Brother's Revenge. Is he avenging his brother in Red Dead Redemption? Because John doesn't have a brother, does he? Because he was effectively brought up by Dutch, along with Arthur. And they're not getting revenge, really, in... Oh, they are getting revenge, aren't they? In Red Dead 2. I don't think it is, because it says Red Dead Revolver's the wrong franchise, right? They would count as the same franchise. I'm going to put a Call of Juarez in. Give that a go. It's Call of Juarez. The first one? In Red Dead 2, there is one character that's a priest. He's not a major character, is he? Don't feel like the Bible was mentioned very much with him. Before 2012, it's first person, but also other things, and it's also not just single player. Let's try Battlefront 2. Ho! That was quite a good guess. Holy shit. 2005. Oh shit. It's a shooter. It's partially sci-fi. Is it a GameCube game? Do you know of a shooter on the GameCube that we could try? Metroid would be on the GameCube, right? Was there any shooter games of Metroid? I know that there is some. A Metroid Prime? It's not Metroid. I think DS was 2007. Might be wrong. I mean, it's not published by Nintendo though. This is partially correct, but it wasn't PS2. So it was either Xbox 360 or PS3. But it must be Xbox 360 then, right? Right? Unless they've brought it back really recently. Perfect Dark Zero. That was a good guess, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't have thought that. They're bringing that back, aren't they? But I have not heard anything since they announced it. It's in a bit of a development hell, I think. Perfect Dark. But it looked really cool from what they showed of it. Oh, it doesn't even come up when you search it on Steam. Wow. Wait, it got cancelled? Did I miss that? Yeah, I think I do remember hearing about that actually, and I completely forgot. Microsoft games, obviously it would get cancelled because they've just expanded too much really quickly, like fucking idiots. Good old Microsoft, right? We're gonna finish on a raid, as usual. Who do I raid? Anyone got any people I could raid? I've got someone who's playing Hytale, which is kind of crazy, right? That Hytale came out. So maybe we should raid Shivaxi just to see what Hytale's all about, because it's kind of impressive it came out. At all. I never thought Hytale would come out. No one did. It's kind of crazy that they seem to have pulled it back from Riot, because Riot was shutting them down, and then through pre-orders they've managed to fund development for a further 2 years. It could turn out to be like a Cube World situation. If it does better than that, that's a win in my opinion. They've done well there. Imagine if it like kind of fulfills what Cube World set out to do and never really delivered on. It'd be interesting to see, wouldn't it? Interesting to see where it goes. Pube World, yeah, Pube World, mate. Pube World. You not play Pube World? What are you doing? I'll say from the preview of the stream here, the UI looks a bit ugly. Looks a bit ugly, but maybe the game's pretty good. I guess we'll find out. Good night, gamers. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate it. Your raid messages in the chat. I will be back on Thursday, where we'll finish the trial, and hopefully Hina will die, because I know she's not done the murder. I hope she'd fucking done it though. Honestly, I just want her gone. Thank you all for hanging out. Go give Shivaxi some love.